Murder mystery, where every clue counts and every twist surprises. Welcome back, mystery lovers. Today we're diving into a tale of secrets, science, and murder, set in a place where beauty masks danger. This is the Greenhouse Gruesome. Chapter 1, The Bloom Festival. Willowridge was a quiet, picturesque town nestled between hills and forest, known far and wide for its annual Bloom Festival. Every spring, tourists poured in to marvel at the stunning displays of rare flowers and masterfully sculpted gardens. At the center of it all was Dr. Margaret Linton, a renowned botanist and the town's pride. Margaret had single-handedly curated the botanical garden that brought Willowridge to fame. With her iconic wide-brimmed hat and sharp green eyes, she was as well known as any celebrity in the horticulture world. But on the morning of the festival's opening, the gates remained shut. Inside her glass greenhouse, surrounded by her life's work, Dr. Linton was found dead, slumped at the base of a rare orchid vine, her skin an unnatural shade of pale. The only clue? A single flower lying on the greenhouse table. Jet black, glossy, and shaped like a twisted lily. A bloom that did not belong. Chapter 2, Detective Rowan arrives. Detective Evelyn Rowan, recently retired and living just outside Willowridge, was enjoying a peaceful breakfast when the call came in. She hadn't investigated a case in nearly a year, but something in the caller's voice, the mayor himself, told her this wasn't just a tragic accident. Margaret was healthy, strong, and obsessively cautious with her greenhouse. Something didn't add up. Rowan walked into the greenhouse and immediately noticed the temperature dial was off by a few degrees, and the air smelled faintly bitter, not earthy, not floral, but acidic. She studied the black flower and recognized it immediately. Midnight Widow. An extremely rare flower from South America, known for its toxic pollen and hallucinogenic scent. It had no reason to be in Willowridge, and transporting it was illegal without special clearance. Someone wanted Margaret dead. Chapter 3, The List of Suspects. Margaret Linton was loved by many, but not all. Rowan started digging and found 5 people who had a reason, or opportunity, to see her gone. Julian Webb, a younger botanist and Margaret's protégé. Brilliant, but constantly overshadowed. Rumor had it he was planning to unveil a new species, but Margaret shut it down, claiming it was too unstable. Grace Millen, the town's festival coordinator. She and Margaret had clashed publicly over budget issues and creative direction. Grace had everything riding on this festival going smoothly. Dr. Lewis Parr, a toxicologist from a nearby research lab. He and Margaret once collaborated, until their partnership soured after a patent dispute over a plant-based medicinal formula. Elena Vega, a travel blogger who recently visited the Amazon and mysteriously spent a night in Willowridge. She claimed it was a layover, but some said she visited the greenhouse privately. Henry Linton, Margaret's estranged brother. Out of touch for years, but spotted at a diner just 2 nights before the murder. He had a criminal record, including smuggling exotic flora. Chapter 4, Hidden Roots. Rowan examined Margaret's research journal and found the last few entries heavily coded, Latin names, circled phrases, and the sketch of a flower she labeled the cure and the curse. After decrypting her notes, Rowan discovered Margaret had been working on a counteragent for the Midnight Widow's pollen, suggesting she feared someone might use it. At the same time, Julian Webb had been seen sneaking into the greenhouse the night before her death. But his alibi was shaky. He claimed he was just checking the temperature settings. Rowan knew from experience, killers often returned to the scene. So she hid a recording device in the greenhouse. And waited. Chapter 5, The Gruesome Truth. That night, the device picked up a conversation. 2 voices. Whispering. Julian, I told you, it was only supposed to scare her. Grace, you idiot. She was going to the authorities. You said she wouldn't touch it. Rowan arrested them the next morning. The plan had been simple: sabotage Margaret's greenhouse to trigger a mild reaction with a diluted dose of Midnight Widow pollen. Scare her into backing out of the festival and handing over control to Grace and Julian. But something went wrong. Either the dose was too high, or Margaret was already sick, making her more vulnerable. Julian had sourced the flower from an illegal supplier through Elena Vega, who had no idea it would be used in a crime. Henry Linton? Just a red herring, here to reconcile with his sister, too late. Chapter 6, The Garden Restored. Julian and Grace were charged with involuntary manslaughter and illegal possession of a toxic plant. The town mourned Margaret with a candlelight vigil in the very greenhouse where she had lived and died. Detective Rowan left a single orchid on Margaret's desk, next to the now wilted Midnight Widow. And as the festival resumed weeks later, visitors were welcomed not only by flowers, but by a new exhibit, named in Margaret's honor. Beauty with a Warning. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this haunting mystery, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that'll keep you up at night. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.